Welcome to Blush Rose Tarot. This is a space where tarot and astrology meet, where the cards reflect the movement of the sky and the sky gives deeper context to the cards. Each reading here begins with the living sky and allows tarot to translate that energy. You don't need to know astrology or tarot to be here. These reflections are meant to be felt as much as they are understood. If something resonates with you, you're welcome to sit with it, and if it doesn't, you can let it pass. Today, we're reflecting on the energy of Mercury Retrograde. Dun, dun, dun! Meeting at 22 degrees. This is a degree that I call the architect. At 22 degrees, there is an emphasis on structure, planning, and long-term vision. It is a degree concerned with foundations, what holds, what fails, and what must be redesigned. When Mercury turns inward at this degree, the retrograde becomes less about confusion and more about construction. This is not dismantling for its own sake, it's revisioning with intention. When Mercury turns retrograde, its energy shifts inward. Rather than moving information outward through communication, planning, and progress, the focus turns towards review, reflection, and reconsideration. At 22 degrees, the architect, this review becomes deliberate. This is the kind of retrograde that asks, what is the blueprint, what needs to be reinforced, and where are the cracks in that design? This is not a period of failure or delay, it's a pause in forward momentum and invites deeper understanding. It is about rebuilding the mental framework before the next expansion. To explore this inward movement, I've drawn 5 tarot cards that reflect Mercury retrograde. We're going to start with the High Priestess. This represents Mercury's receptive side and the quiet intelligence that listens rather than speaks. During Mercury retrograde, the High Priestess reminds us that clarity often comes through silence. Answers may not be found in messages, updates, or external information, but what is sensed beneath the surface. This card encourages intuition. She encourages discernment and patience with what is not yet ready to be named. From intuition, the journey turns inward, and the second card is the Hermit. Ruled by Virgo, one of Mercury's home signs, this card reflects deliberate withdrawal and thoughtful reassessment. The Hermit is not lost. She is choosing distance in order to see more clearly. Under Mercury retrograde, this card suggests stepping back from constant engagement to review direction, priorities, and assumption. It invites wisdom through self-examination rather than external validation. As reflection deepens, movement pauses. That's going to bring us to the Hanged Man. This card captures the suspense quality of a Mercury retrograde. Progress may feel delayed, but this stillness serves a purpose. The Hanged Man teaches that when forward motion stops, perception changes. This card suggests that what feels stalled is actually offering a new point of view, one that cannot be assessed through effort alone. Understanding arrives through surrender rather than through control. With perspective gained, the mind resets. So that's going to bring us to the fourth card, and the fourth card is the Four of Swords. This represents a mental rest, integration, and recovery. In a Mercury retrograde context, it advises stepping away from constant decision-making, pausing before responding, allowing the mind to settle before acting. The Four of Swords reminds us that clarity improves when the nervous system is allowed to rest. Not everything needs an immediate resolution. And finally, revision becomes refinement. The final card is the Three of Pentacles. This card is often associated with collaboration and skill building. Here it reflects the constructive side of Mercury retrograde. This card emphasizes revisiting plans, refining work, and strengthening foundations. Rather than pushing ahead, the Three of Pentacles invites careful review, checking details, revising processes, and ensuring that what is built next rests on solid ground. Together, these cards describe Mercury retrograde as an inward journey of awareness and refinement. Communication slows so understanding can deepen. Progress pauses so perspective can shift. Review replaces reaction. This is not a time to rush forward, but to listen closely, to intuition, to patterns, and to what has been overlooked. The invitation here is patience with the process. Clarity returns when attention is given space to mature. This cycle reminds us that not all movement is forward. Some movement is inward and just as essential. As Mercury continues its retrograde path, notice what asks to be reconsidered, revisited, or gently reworked. Reflection doesn't ask for certainty, it asks for presence. Thank you for spending this time here with me at Blush Rose Tarot. If you'd like to continue exploring tarot through the lens of the living sky, you're welcome to subscribe. New reflections are shared as the sky changes. Until next time, take what resonates and let the rest pass.